was young, many years ago, and we would sit in our church, that's Handsworth Church, and we'd sit at the front, and we would listen to the children's story. And I was keen to hear the moral of the story. You know what the moral is, yes? The point. Because we can hear all the information, but it's the moral of the story is what the teacher wanted to get to us. So children, as you listen to Sister Heather Sayers, listen for that moral of the story.
It's just afternoon, so I say, good afternoon, boys and girls. Good afternoon. So nice to see so many of you here this afternoon. I was just about to say good morning. Now then, children, do you know what a miracle is?
Something that God predicted.
Okay, something. Anybody else want to have a go?
God made all the people to come.
Anybody else? No?
Something that you won't really believe, but it's true.
Okay. Perhaps by the end of the story, you'll get to know really what a miracle is. Now, Tess was a little girl of 8 years old. Anybody 8? You're 8, okay. And her mummy and daddy lived in a nice house, but something was wrong. Daddy told Tess that they have to sell the house because her brother Andrew was very sick. He had something bad growing in his head, and they couldn't afford to pay for the operation. And so they were going to sell the house and live in a flat. And then she heard Daddy tell Mummy, whispered, but Mummy was a bit tearful, only a miracle could save him now. And so Tess went to her bedroom, and she wanted to help. So she went to her cupboard, and in her cupboard she had a little jar. Do you save any pennies at all, any of you? Do you have a saving? So she had a little jelly jar. And so, in her jelly jar, she had this money. And we're going to count this money. I was just wondering if somebody could hold the mic for me, please. Okay. Let's see how much we've got in this jelly jar. Now, you have to do some pretending. I hope I don't get it down the hole there. This is in English coins, okay? But it's supposed to be in dollars and cents. So you don't mind, do you? We'll pretend, okay? So can we start counting, yeah? What's that?
Money.
Yeah, but how much? 20. Right, so that's 20. And then we've got another 20, so that is 40. 40. Have we got enough here? Another? 60. You keep count. 70. Okay, so she got, we will say, $1. Now there's 5, another 5, makes it 11. Okay, so in American money it's $1.11. Good. So we've got children, you know their math. Okay. So with that, she might need it later. So with that, she went to the chemist. Do you know why she went there? Because she was going to buy a miracle. Absolutely. So that's where she went with her money. And so when she went there, she found the chemist was talking to somebody. And he was very engrossed in his conversation. And he took no notice of her. And so, she made a noise. And he still took no notice. What do you think she did next to get his attention?
Greeted him.
And he still didn't take any notice. And then you know what she did? Well, it was a desperate situation. So she got out a coin and she did this. Did that get his attention? It did get his attention. And he said, "Can't you see? I'm busy talking. I'm talking to my brother from Chicago." And he was quite abrupt. And she said, "Well, I want to talk to you about my brother. My brother is sick. He's got something growing in his head. He's really sick. I want to buy a miracle." A miracle? His name is Andrew and he's sick and he's got something growing in his head. How much does a miracle cost? "Well, we don't sell miracles here," he said. "I'm sorry, I can't help you." The pharmacist said, "Listen here, I've got the money to pay for it. And if you want more, I'll give you more." The pharmacist's brother was a well-dressed man, just like Joseph is here, in his suit and tie. And so he came up to her and he said, "What kind of a miracle does your brother need?" "I don't know," Tess replied, with her eyes filling up. "I just know he's really sick, and Mummy said he needs an operation. But my daddy can't pay for it, so I want to use my money." "How much do you have?" asked the well-dressed man. "How much did you count?" $1.11. So that is exactly what she said. "All the money I have. If you want more, I'll get more." "Well, what a coincidence," smiled the well-dressed man. $1.11. The exact price of a miracle for a little brother. And so with that, he took her by the hand, and he took the jar in the other hand, and he said, "Take me to your mummy and to your daddy." And so she took the well-dressed man home. You know, the well-dressed man, if you don't know who he is, perhaps some of the big people might know, was Dr. Carlton Armstrong, a surgeon specializing in neurosurgery. The operation was completed and little Andrew got better. Well, when they were at home and he was recovered, Mummy and Daddy were talking about how things happened. And Mum said, that was a real miracle. I wonder how much it cost. Now children, you know how much it cost. $1.11 for a beautiful miracle that could have cost lots and lots of money. And the faith of a little child. My Bible tells me in Isaiah 65 and verse 24 that before they call, I will answer, and while they are yet speaking, I will hear. God is a God of miracles. Children, you can call upon him any time of day and night, and he will answer you. Even you don't have to say the prayer. You just have to think it. But God is there answering our prayers all the time. Somebody like to pray? Do you want to come from the back there? Thank God for answering our prayers.
Heavenly Father, thank you, God, for answering the number. And please help us and please protect us in Jesus' name. Amen.
Dear Father in heaven, we want to thank you for these children. Bless them as they grow up, that they will learn to put their trust in you always. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, you may go back to your seats now.
The next voice that you will hear is going to be by Dr. Esme Branner. She's going to give the meditation. I'm sure we're going to have a fascinating time listening to her. Thank you.
But now I'm found. I was blind.